Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
19 tight.
Purdy from the gun. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And he gets it down to the 32. The Niners at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 4. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They'll try the middle with Guerrero. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger.
Spears is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, it's Garindo. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Purdy now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give running left now, Garindo. Able to slither by. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Shotgun now with Purdy. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Handoff here, Garindo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Isaac Garindo. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
70 range.
Purdy.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Tajay Spears.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
First down, Lions.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come on. Set. Track 60. Set, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lions.
Second and 15.
That is caught by Laporta.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Rome Odunze.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
14. Joshua Carty to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and 9.
Go! Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
Final play of the half, Purdy.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Tough when they are first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Here's Purdy.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here.
To the left side, into the hands of Adunze.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Still just the 3rd quarter. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Open man right side is Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ready. Seven Pirates, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This to Laporta, right side. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
Joshua Purdy to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Garindo. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Purdy.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
70 range.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Warrior 70. Check go.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Purdy. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On the ground, here's Garindo.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Bucky Irving
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Purdy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down.
18 running, 18 running. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Purdy from the gun.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Purdy to throw.
Dancing to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Throwing, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with Garindo.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because you still got overtime in your back pocket. You don't want to turn it over and give the other guys a chance for a last-second field goal. But fortunately here, that one winds up incomplete.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Back to throw again.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Down right around the 25. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here's 2nd down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have